Okay, guys, we're back. Um, just realized I might need to do an update on the Captain John lesson. I did a cross-picking lesson not long ago, but it wasn't of nice audio quality and it didn't have a Martin guitar in it. So, yeah, you can tell I love my Martin. Sounds awesome. Plays really well. But anyway, Captain John, back to Captain John. We've got a little lesson here. Really don't know exactly how to break it down. It's pretty much the same pattern over and over again with the same chords. And if you'd like to get to where you can do that pattern, it took me a little while to just get that, fluid feeling. And one thing I learned, I think I might have mentioned this on the last lesson of Captain John, is was watching a David Greer DVD, Bluegrass Guitar by David Greer or something. It's a homespun DVD. And was watching that, and he mentioned on how to do little cross-picking rolls. And I had done them before, but never really applied myself to learn how to do them. And an example from Captain John is this. You notice how every other time is a strum and then a roll. And that's just down, strum, down, up, down, strum, down, up, down. You're going from the A string all the way up to the B string. One string per note and one string per pick stroke. And it starts with a down. And you can also alternate the bass line. Is I skip that A string and I hit the top E string and skip the A string and do an upstroke on the D string and then continue on down. And that's basically what I'm doing the whole tune of Captain John, except it's a little different because that's the standard. Let's just apply that and say that that's the standard. What we want to keep going is that rhythm. And then to get around the chords and things like that, to changing chords, you kind of have to hop around them as best as you can. That's basically what I do. I just try to fake it until I make it, in other words. Just hop around as best as I can to keep that rhythm going. So if we did Captain John like this, I stopped doing the strums and went. Same thing we did here. That little hammer-on run there is an upstroke on the D string. 2 upstrokes, the D, G, and then the B. Downstroke on the B string to give it that nice pick attack. And if I did that the same way all the way across, instead of stopping the roll, it would sound just totally different. It would sound too crowded. And you got to know, when you do a song like that, you kind of have to feel your way through it. You got to know just whatever you feel that needs to be there or doesn't need to be there. It's kind of like I heard one time when you're playing, it's related to electric guitar, but it can relate to just about any instrument. I heard one time when you're playing, you got to think of how a saxophone player plays, and they have to breathe in between the notes. They can't constantly hold the notes out, and that's what it means when you allow a song to breathe. There's pauses that go on in there, and that you can't just constantly be hammering down on that picking hand. You got to let up and let the song just flow, and that's what the little hammer-ons kind of give me a chance to stop. Notice how I emphasize the stops there? It gives it a chance to breathe and to rest and to flow the song so that it's not too crowded. And it's got like a haunting tune. It's a haunting tune anyway, but it sounds, the chords just make it even more, you know, melancholy and eerie. Whereas if I was just rushing through the notes like I did earlier, it just wouldn't sound right. And that's part of writing songs, is that's what Tony Rice means. If you've ever watched any of his DVDs, just about every DVD contains the words trial and error. That's what he means. You just got to go through it, and you've got to experiment, you know, see what sounds good. If it doesn't sound good to you and it's your song, you know, change it, you know, do something different with it. But anyway, that's basically how Captain John goes. And when I'm singing, I'm trying to keep that rhythm, and I'm doing more strums. It's almost every other thing. It's a strum, pig, strum, pig, strum, pig. And basically, as I'm singing, I'm doing that. Now, when you get to the chorus, each chorus is a little different. Like the first chorus, let's see. I'll just pick any chorus because I can't remember how the first chorus goes. But anyway, but the ghost was not his wife, but the sea claimed 2 more lives, and the legend still lives on of the man named Captain John. Anyway, without having to go too far into this video and take up a lot of time, try not to, but I want you to really understand what goes the songwriting process and how to do this. And as you notice, you probably notice I'm still trying to keep the, you know, the little pattern going on. Slow and change it up. I go, which is the C notes here. Complete stop just for a split second into this. And that's a different pattern. It's not, it's going down and up and down and up, and it's just giving it a suspense. In fact, it's a suspended chord. It's a C suspended of Captain John. That's the lead in to let you know that it's going back into the solo or the tune. We're back to where we started. But anyway, that little picking pattern, it's kind of hard to explain that. So basically, you're just staying on the A through the B string. So we're going down A through B, then up on the G, down on the D, up on the G. So we're doing it, I think, 3 times. downstrokes, then one upstroke, two upstrokes, and then a hammer-on downstroke when we're finally hitting that note. That's why I lifted that up at the first place. So we're back at the full F. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope I went over too much time explaining it, but maybe you'll learn a few things there. And as one YouTuber told me, I hope that the noise floor is okay this time. I'm trying not to peak. I'm looking at the volume levels, and it doesn't seem to be peaking at all. I could come up a little bit, but I noticed it caused like a really boomy sound. Maybe it's these computer speakers or something, but I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more lessons. Appreciate it. Subscribe.